So, we haven't just come to perform to you guys today. We've also come to talk to you guys about online safety. Now, before we start, we aren't experts at all. We are just a band. However, we just want to try and help you guys make the right decisions online. So the first question I have for you guys is, who uses the internet? Everyone, exactly. It's 2018.
I heard it not recently.
Yeah, so it's an amazing thing. Without the internet, we couldn't upload any of our music to Spotify and Deezer and all that stuff. We couldn't upload any of our covers on YouTube. But it can be a dangerous place. So does anyone have any ideas or ways to stay safe online? Any ideas? Year 8, I believe you. Someone's got an idea.
Year 7 gave lots of answers, so.
There we go. Great point. Dude, would you like a wristband for that answer, for that question? Or the answer?
No, you've won a prize. You've won a prize. That's it. Right, Rich, go.
Round of applause. So yeah, it's a great point. Don't talk or meet anyone online you don't know. Do you guys know the TV program Catfish? If you don't know Catfish, it's a show where these two people who meet online, and these two dudes even match and help these two people who have met online meet in real life. And 9 times out of 10, the person they say they are on the internet is not the person they actually are. So you might think you're talking to a Justin Bieber lookalike when actually you're talking to a 6-year-old man in his basement, and obviously we don't want that.
Yeah, so when I was 11, I started uploading my first videos to YouTube, and then someone messaged me after I posted my third. And they said, someone's using all your videos under a different name. So I was like, okay, that's a bit odd. So I checked it out, and yeah, all my videos there. And obviously I wasn't putting them up. And I got in contact with YouTube, and then the police, and then they removed the channel. And then about a month later, someone sent me a link to a YouTube clip. And it was of an American TV news channel. And we found out that a man had been using my videos, pretending to be me, to talk to underage girls. So, like Rich said, you never know who you're talking to online, so you just got to be very careful.
Mm-hmm. Has anyone got any other ways or ideas on how to stay safe online? Yes? That's a great point, yeah. There's privacy settings on all these forms of social media, so just make sure you have them on. And leading on from that, personal information, don't give any of that away online, like the school you go to, your house address, your phone number. It wasn't actually too long ago when we were actually in school, believe it or not, and I had a mate at school who put everything on his Facebook, everything he shouldn't, like those details, and he went away on holiday one summer, posted a status he was going away for 2 weeks. He came back, and his house had actually been burgled, and that's because the burglar knew his house was going to be empty because of all those details and what he put on his Facebook. So obviously we don't want that to you guys, so just be very careful when you post. Any other ideas? Yes? Yeah, what I just said. Hey, but yeah, it's a great point to reiterate. It's a great point. Don't put any personal information on. Another thing is pictures. Are we all on Instagram? Yes. If you're not on Instagram, you need to get on Instagram. But yeah, so you might post a picture on Instagram and think that's wicked. 2 weeks later, you might think, actually, I'm not into that photo anymore. Delete it, and it's gone. It's deleted. It's gone forever. But actually, that photo is on the internet forever. And not only the followers that follow you can see it, but the whole world can see it. So yeah, think twice before you post.
Yeah, definitely. You've got to be so careful. But so in 2009, there was a girl called Hope, and she was about 13 years old. She went to school in Florida, in America, and she decided she was going to send an inappropriate photo of herself to her boyfriend. Somehow the photo got leaked all around the school, and then it got leaked around all the other schools, and went just a bit viral. So obviously Hope was really upset, as she would be. She took a lot of time out of school, and she was getting a lot of people she didn't know making a lot of really nasty comments about the whole thing. And in the end, she actually ended up taking her own life. It was a really nasty situation. I think the important thing to remember is, like Rich said, the internet is an amazing thing, and all of us here, we're so lucky to live in a generation where it exists, and we get to, all this information is there for free, and we get to use things like, Netflix and Spotify and YouTube and all the things that we love. But as long as we know how to use it carefully, because there are things we need to look out for, and if we know what they are, then we can carry on using it in a safe way. So, does anyone know what cyberbullying is? This is our next point. Cyberbullying. Yes, over here. People being horrible to other people on the internet, completely nailed it. Yeah, it's bullying online. Cyberbullying is bullying online. So, we all know that bullying isn't a very nice thing to do, so it follows that bullying online, cyberbullying, is also not a very nice thing to do. So, why would someone want to cyberbully someone? Can anyone give me an idea? Why would someone want to cyberbully? Yes?
Because they might be insecure about themselves.
Really good point. Maybe they're insecure about themselves and they want to take it out on someone else to make themselves feel better. That's a really good point. Why else would someone want to cyberbully someone? Over here, yes?
It's not like in real life you wouldn't get phone for it, but because it's on the internet, no one knows who you are.
Great point. Yeah, really good point. So, if you didn't hear, it's maybe because they think it's on the internet and they can say whatever they want and they'll get away with it because it's the internet. It's not real, is it? It's just this thing that we all use. This is totally untrue because if you, like Bruce said, if you say something, it's still there. Just because it's the internet doesn't mean your words have any less of an effect on people, and it still does have massive consequences. And also people think sometimes because they say something online, it means they can get away with it. But, you know, if you say something, it's very difficult to get rid of it, and it also is there for everybody to see. So people do get caught all the time, and people are surprised. Another few reasons. Maybe the bullies look for attention, maybe they're bored, maybe they're being peer pressured to do or say something they don't really mean. Maybe they don't think it's a big deal. You know, there's a lot of, or jealousy, that's a big one. Maybe they're just jealous of the person that they're bullying. So, you know, they've got something they don't have and they're taking it out on them by cyberbullying them. There's lots of reasons why someone might do it.
Yeah, so moving on to discrimination. Discrimination is the unfair and unequal treatment of an individual due to certain characteristics such as their race, their age, their sexuality.
Yeah, and a few years ago I was watching a Premier League football game. Are we all football fans here? Yeah? You support Manchester, I guess. No? Man United? Man City? So yeah, anyway, I was watching a Premier League football game a few years ago, and there was a female referee, which is something you don't always see. And unfortunately, after the game, the pundits were saying comments like she couldn't control the game, she didn't know what she was doing. They all thought they were saying this behind closed doors, but the cameras were left rolling, and it was all caught on camera and then leaked online. And then they were fired, rightly so. These were respectful guys in football as well, and I think they just thought it was a bit of banter at the end of the day, but I think everyone needs to realise that your words are a lot more powerful than you think. So,
yes, so guys, we'll try something real quick. Everybody looks at the person sat next to them. Just look left and right, get a good look at your neighbour.
Hello, Mike.
Hello, Trish. I'm good. Okay, so everyone sat here, we're all different. For hundreds of different reasons. There's hundreds of things about you that make you unique from the person sat next to you. And that is something amazing. That's something to embrace. We're very lucky to live in a culture and society with lots of diversity. Imagine if everybody in this room and everybody in the whole world was completely the same in every way. It would be a really boring place to live, wouldn't it? Because, I mean, there'd be no point talking to anyone. You know what they were going to say. And it would there'd just be no originality, really, really dull. So yeah, we are lucky to live in a place where there's lots of diversity, with different ways of doing, lots of different people with different ways of doing things and different ideas. People don't always look at it like that. Sometimes people look at someone different for them and say, because you're not the same as me, you're worse than I am. Which is ridiculous. You know, it's 2018, everyone deserves to be treated equally. But people don't always look at it like that. So we're friends with people of different religions, races, friends, you know, who are gay, all sorts of people. And we're friends with these people because we like them as people. You know, they're our mates. We have a laugh when we're with them, and it's got literally nothing to do with who they're attracted to or what they believe in or where they're from. It's just, you know, they're our friends.
yeah, and there are lots of things you can do if you are getting cyberbullied. Ignore. A lot of the time the bully is just after a reaction out of you, so don't give them what they want. Tell someone, your parents, your teachers, your friends, they all really care about you and will know exactly what to do. But there's things that you shouldn't do. Don't get revenge, don't start your own online hate campaign against that person, because that makes you just as bad. And don't believe the bully. Bullies are always wrong and are full of rubbish.